Good night, everyone, and welcome to the Karat Tips and Tricks session on the 28th of February, 2020. My name is Michael Amann, and I am a Karat affiliate as of August 2013, and also the founder of the Karat Caribbean movement since 2014, Gold Savings Club. My mission, of course, was to reach out to people from around the world, being persons from the Caribbean, and also to reach out to other affiliates of the Caribbean so that together with our culture and with our leadership, we can actually make a difference in the world. During this period of time from 2014 to the present, I have gotten a chance to meet with various affiliate leaders around the world, as well as with members from corporate. I am based in Trinidad and Tobago, and I was also with a team responsible for bringing corporate to Trinidad and Tobago in 2018. We've also had various training sessions in Trinidad and Tobago, and of course, throughout moving up to the region. Working with me would be Pastor Carlos, Larry Pereira, Jamal Ali Shah, and several other team members in the background. Okay, so this is a little bit of what we do. And for Karat Caribbean, we have some plans for 2020 and beyond. What is Karat Caribbean and what are we doing? Well, let's see. We have an association, so to speak, of various affiliate groups throughout the region. Because, of course, most of the movement had started in Trinidad and Tobago. We have various groups here, but the team members in these groups extend beyond our borders. We have members in teams in the Bahamas, from Jamaica, from Barbados, and even extending to Canada, the US, the UK, all the way to Australia. We are also affiliated with other teams, such as Synergy Gold Group, Wealth Builders Worldwide, and the Karat Crypto Group, who may have members living in the Caribbean region as well. But of course, it is not a team, as I said, but a movement to impact the world led by affiliates from the region. But we are helping to educate and reach out not only to new persons, but also to build up existing affiliates around the world. We have groups in Facebook, Skype, WhatsApp, and of course, Telegram. We encourage you to join in these groups to be plugged in for information, education, and updates. We have Zoom calls on a daily basis, as much as possible, from Mondays to Fridays. On Mondays, actually, we encourage all to tune in to the Synergy Team Huddle that takes place every Monday evening from 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10 p.m. in this current time zone, 10 p.m. Tuesdays, we have the Power of Mass Adoption with Carlos Gonzalez at 8 p.m. American Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we may have some special guests coming in. This past week, of course, was the week of Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, and various persons would have been occupied with a couple of activities. But of course, keeping in touch, I'm committed to be with you here every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m. American Standard Time in our current time zone. We actually are focused on delivering training, workshops, and seminars to really help empower the affiliates from the region. Of course, many persons may log into webinars and they may get informed about Karat Bars, what is Karat Bars all about, and if you're new, of course, you're watching the video, you're watching the replay, you're new, you're going to find out what all of this is going to be in a short while. But of course, beyond the Karat Bars, which introduces persons to cryptocurrency, as well as a K-merchant payment system, and even how to use social media, we also have workshops that we help to build our teams. There was just a dry run for a social media workshop, which has just concluded today, online bootcamp, and this is basically done purely online. And we're going to have a relaunch of this very soon to be announced. Basically, the main topic was how to use social media to increase or to help build your online business more effectively. And of course, the business we are referring to is Karat Bars. All right, so stay tuned for that. That one is going to be at a reasonable cost. And because it has material and so on included, that electronic material, of course. So stay tuned. And of course, you can invite friends to be a part of it as well. We have various private gold receptions or physical meetings. starting off with Trinidad and Tobago in our country. In January and February, for the first quarter, we have been to various towns, Marabella, Couva, Princestown, Fyzabad, and even Point Fortin in Trinidad and Tobago. In March, we are also extending down to Rio Claro. We expect to be in Mayaro by around the 15th, Rio Claro around the 29th, and we will also be in a couple other locations, returning to Fyzabad, Couva, and Marabella. And we are also going to head down to Princestown again. We have other places that are to be announced. Some persons are asking for representation there. Now, of course, as had been shared before, if you are in an area and you live in Trinidad and Tobago and you would like to have a PGR in your session, feel free to reach out to us. We are actually looking for leaders and supporters in the various communities to book venues, to man the registration desk, to actually chair the meeting. Of course, it's best if somebody from the area, from the community, introduces the speaker and welcomes the people from the community. The desirable outcome over time is for the leaders in each location to continue to host regular sessions in their own community. So basically, we are helping persons to go on autopilot. Fyzabad is practically an autopilot. There will be a session tentatively this Monday coming, which is the 2nd. But of course, you're going to get that confirmation in the chat group. And of course, beyond that, you're going to get some more updates and more advanced notification on meetings in the various communities. If you're from Sangre Grande, if you're from Trin City, Arima, Port of Spain, let us know. And you want to have a session and you're willing to help us set it up, let us go, okay? So we need your help. Let's make it happen. And of course, beyond Trinidad and Tobago, going into the region of the Caribbean, there are 24 open Caribbean countries, and of them, 19 are islands. It is easier to say which islands are not open for Karat bars than what is. The Cayman Islands, the UK Cayman Islands are not currently open. Neither is Guadeloupe, right? So those are 2 islands, and probably Curacao themselves. The other islands are mainly open. Everything else, the Caribbean countries which are not islands will be Belize, Costa Rica, Guyana, Suriname, Venezuela. And we have people from those areas that are calling for us, so stay tuned. We had representation in Barbados, in St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, and we are actually going to return there. We expect to be back there in Barbados during the month of March. So if you are from Barbados, stay tuned. If you are from Grenada, stay tuned as well. We may be coming there for the very first time very soon. The objective, of course, for our team is not just to have people come into Karat bars, but to be built, but also to increase our representation at international events. We have an event coming up on the 2nd of May 2020 in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, and we expect to have members, more persons from the region being represented at that event. And of course, by extension, persons who have signed up, whether they are from Australia, from wherever, to be at that event as well. So we can meet with each other. We also have an event in October in Amsterdam, Holland. We have a website, goldcashflowsystem.com. This was developed along with the leader of the Gold Cash Flow Leaders with Vision himself, that is Mr. Kevin James Brown, where we have a script, which is the system where you can save yourself stress, time, effort, and money to reach out to persons, how to contact persons, what to share with them, how to register, and so on, as well as educational and edification in the 30-day game plan. You can watch testimonials of people whose lives were impacted by Karat bars, how to set up meetings, and of course, you can go to advanced training in the Karat Academy, where you can learn more about how to move around the back office, to set up the Karat bars MasterCard. You can learn about the K1 Impulse phone. You can learn about gold, everything. You can just go there, watch the videos, and you can get all the information you need to know. At the bottom of every page, you'll also see a list of contact numbers and email addresses that you can reach out to specific to any type of issue that you may find. Of course, we always encourage persons, when you face an issue, first, of course, you can, if it's something simple, you can talk to your sponsor, talk to one of the directors of your team. If it's a simple matter, that's fine. If there's anything further, of course, you can reach out to general support in these areas. And if you need support and you're getting a little issue, you can again reach out to your personal sponsor or the director in your team to help you. All right. So what is Karat Bars all about? Karat Bars allows persons to save money, accumulate wealth, and to preserve purchasing power. That is the primary goal of Karat Bars, right? And of course, we want to ensure that we represent Karat Bars marketing and and all information related to the compensation plan and about what it's all about as accurately as possible. Karat Bars does not guarantee any results or success level, just as how nobody can guarantee that any person entering a mechanic shop is going to be an excellent mechanic. It's dependent on decisions that you make and decisions that the people make in promoting the products, right? And the skills that you are willing to learn in doing so. Okay, so any income examples you see are just examples. It is not to be considered average, nor is it to be considered typical. Okay, but it shows what is possible if you apply those skills and the training, right? So, introductory presentation, why gold, why now? This is by Mr. Howard Olson. So let's just do a quick review of that, and then we'll go into the rest of the session.
Well, hello there. My name is Howard Olson, and in the next few moments, I'm going to share with you a revolutionary gold saving system which can quite literally create financial independence by turning spending habits into savings habits and then getting paid in both cash and gold for sharing it with others. I'm going to share with you the most powerful financial literacy program in existence today, but I want to begin with a question. When you think about most Canadians, most Americans, and people around the world, do you think they have a plan to get themselves out of debt and have the ability to retire in the next 3 to 5 years? Let me ask you another question. Do you? And even if you do, how's that plan working for you anyway? You see, I've asked that question of literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in the last decade. And the answer that comes back is probably very similar to what you're thinking right now. And if this is true for you or someone you know, I want to share with you why that is, why there's no shame in it, but more importantly, what we can do about it. Because numbers never lie. They will always tell us the truth as long as we look at the right numbers. And since 1932, on the depths of the Great Depression, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power, while gold, the vehicle that once backed our currency but no longer does, has risen in value by 6,200%. I took a snapshot of typical items being consumed in a typical home in a typical week. And you know what we discovered? Bread has gone up 959%. Movie tickets, 483%. Housing in many markets is up 1,100%. Postage stamps, 800%. And milk has gone up by 257%. So let me ask you this. Have you seen a 250 to 1,000% increase in the real wages that you can bring home in the past decade? I don't think so. I know I sure haven't, and those that I ask tell me they haven't either. And that's exactly the problem. Inflation that the government continuously tells us doesn't exist is very real. And this is why so many people are finding it so difficult to get themselves out of debt, to create any real meaningful savings, and to prepare for their financial livelihoods, because that inflation is pervasive. Let me make this absolutely clear. It is impossible to outrun exponential inflation on our declining linear incomes. But I've discovered that most people have a misconception about the nature of inflation. They believe it's an increase in the price of goods. That's the symptom. Inflation is an expansion of our money supply, which reduces the value of the notes that we have in our pockets. How did we get here? Well, it all begins in 1913 with the passing of the Federal Reserve Act, which created the Federal Reserve, otherwise known as the creature from Jekyll Island. And while most people believe that it's a U.S. government institution, it is not. It is a private corporation. It's headquartered in Puerto Rico. It's not federal. It holds nothing in reserve, and it's not even a bank. Yet since 1913, it's been dictating global and U.S. economic and monetary policy. But at least since its inception, the notes that it created, the currency we circulated, was backed by gold. And every single note backed by gold was literally exchangeable for gold. It was said that the money was as good as gold, and that's what enabled it to become the world's reserve currency. But all that ended in 1971, August 15th, when Richard Nixon, with the stroke of a pen, closed the gold window, took the US dollar and with it the rest of the world off the gold standard, and broke the good as gold promise. And from that moment forward, we were on a freely floating fiat currency. Fiat currency is literally money which is backed by nothing. It's printed out of thin air with no cost, or literally created with the click of a mouse click. And with each turn of the printing press, they expand the number of units in circulation, and the value of each of those units decreases. This is why our cost of living is going through the roof, because they're printing without any regard for tomorrow. Let's look at it like this. If you had $100,000 of the cash in 1932, the purchasing power of that currency is just $2,000 today. In other words, it takes $100 of cash today to purchase what $2 would have bought you back then. Or we could look at it like this. If you took that same $100,000 in 1932 and used it to acquire gold, the value of that gold today at the time of this video would be $6,289,308. Since 1932, gold has outperformed currency by more than 6,200%. In other words, as Voltaire has once observed, paper money, fiat currency, will always return to its intrinsic value, zero. And so everything we read, see, feel, and even instinctually understand, all the experts agree, hold gold and hedge yourself against inflation. But there's a problem with it. First of all, at $1,200 or more an ounce, it's unaffordable. Most people just simply can't afford it to create any meaningful savings with it. Secondly, it's inaccessible. Where do I get it? How do I find it? Where do I store it? How do I keep it safe are some of the questions that commonly get asked. And lastly, it's difficult to use in its current format. I mean, you can't just go down to the gas station or the grocery store, give them an ounce of gold for your next tank of gas or loaf of bread and expect to get change in return. It just doesn't work this way. So clearly gold is the answer, but we need to get it into a more usable format. And that's called a carat bar and cash gold. 24 karat pure gold bullion produced in small units by the gram and tenths of a gram, not ounces. Karat Bars International specializes in making 999.9 pure gold produced by an LBMA accredited good delivery refinery and making it readily available to people of the world by producing it in smaller, more accessible, more affordable, and transaction-friendly weights. Coming in grams and tenths of a gram, this makes gold affordable, putting it within reach of those who previously couldn't afford it, literally democratizing the ownership of it. And our whole mission is centered around a powerful savings vehicle where individuals can open a free gold savings account and convert their declining paper currency into inflation-proof gold with each deposit they make. And as affiliates, we're not really selling anything. We use the Karat Bars vehicle to teach people how to create meaningful savings by simply turning a few spending habits into savings habits and exchange their declining currency for inflation-proof gold in frequencies and amounts that simply make sense to them. And when you've met your savings objective, simply exchange those units of gold back into cash at the time you need it, having fully hedged yourself against the ravages of inflation. Our whole business model is based on one simple premise. We save money first, we make money showing others a better way to save without compromising current cash flow or lifestyle, and literally get paid in both cash and gold for showing others a better way to save. And our simple three-step gold saving system provides you a systematic wealth creation preservation plan. Undoubtedly, this is the most powerful financial literacy program in existence today. With our powerful leverage plan, you can save money, accumulate wealth, and protect your financial future by converting declining currency into spendable, stable gold while eliminating debt, accelerating your cash flow, and inflation-proofing your money all simultaneously. Now, this video was not designed to answer all your questions. It can't do that. This video was really designed to get your attention. So did we? And if we did, I want to encourage you to get all of your questions answered and get the rest of the information. We simply want to get it to you in a manner that isn't overwhelming so that you can absorb it and fully understand it. And if this resonates with you, we'll encourage you to get yourself a free gold savings account. Yes, I said free. And give you access to the entire suite of tools, and then you can decide for yourself what it is that you want to do. If you decide that you would like to save gold and perhaps even participate in the business or income opportunity, we'll teach you, train you, support you, and mentor you all the way to success as defined by you. So with that, I say, behold the power of gold. Come and join us, because really what we're doing here is building a debt-free, financially secure society, beginning with you, all those people we haven't met yet, and then ultimately with me. Thanks very much. Look forward to hearing from you and speaking with you soon. Well, hello there. Well, hello.
Okay, so thank you very much, Howard, for that great explanation. We heard you already. So we would normally go next to the overview of gold and the blockchain, which actually shows an overview of all of the elements of the Karat system. And I can probably just fast forward the video to the spot which actually shows that information. Yeah, let's see. So we have the ecosystem of Karat basically has at its core, we have a blockchain which was launched, the KaratNet. This is in addition to the gold, of course, which is at the core of our business. We have also entered the information age, the blockchain age, cryptocurrency. We have a blockchain to validate all of our transactions, and we have a gold standard bank, which is currently being launched. You'll be hearing more about it. We already have elements of the gold standard bank launched. Karat Coin Bank registered in Miami, in Florida. And then we have the Karat Coin Bank also, which is a trading company in Hong Kong. We have a mines in Madagascar and in Brazil that you're going to hear about, and in Guinea. And on the blockchain, we have a lot of transactions that will be taking place. We have the gold mines as mentioned. Will have a Karat exchange, which allows us to house our own cryptocurrency, the Karat Gold coin, right? Which is a coin which would be backed by based on the amount of transactions that take place, backed by a certain amount of gold, which comes from the gold mines. We also have Karat Pay, which is, of course, a means of transferring digital gold from one person to another. We have Cash Gold exchange machine, where persons can actually trade or exchange the KBCs they have into cash gold, which has actual gold, physical gold on it. We also have the K1 Impulse phone, which protects our security and privacy, and the WIM laptop as well. And they both operate on the voice over blockchain protocol, which runs on our mainnet blockchain as well. We have a K merchant platform as well, which allows merchants to receive transactions in cryptocurrency. Customers can pay them in cryptocurrency, and the merchants can actually get those payments converted to their local currency, about 114 different currencies around the world. This basically, in a nutshell, is what the Karat ecosystem includes and involves. And of course, we have some very interesting incentives coming up soon, where we can actually get some elements of this ecosystem using certain extra assets that we have, right? So the research has already been done in terms of Karat. Okay, Karat, you have this blockchain based in gold. Who else is Karat associated with? Well, of course, we get Karat gets our gold from an LBMA good delivery refiner, right? That these are LBMA certified refineries such as Nadir, which is one of the major ones. We also have gotten gold from Degussa and Atakush, for those who want to do research on that. We have licensed partners with various organizations and entities, such as Atu Bolden from Trinidad and Tobago. We have the Vatican. We've made the business arrangements also with Real Madrid, Grand Prix, and many other places and entities, each of whom have their own lawyers representing them. They do not want their images to be tarnished by associating with any scams or anything like that. So the mere fact that Karat has reached with many of these entertainers speaks volumes. We operate in over 140 countries around the world now. MasterCard has been the main payment partner since 2012, which is really amazing as well too. MasterCard does not associate with questionable companies, and they are continuing to be providing every week. Every Friday we get paid based on activity that takes place every week. It is not based on politics. It is not based on favoritism. Once you do the work, you get the pay. I mean, that's amazing, right? On time, every time. And of course, we have a delivery partner that delivers the MasterCards as well as any gold that we purchase to our customers and affiliates worldwide, except for countries in which the delivery of gold, such as India, is prohibited into the country. Okay, so a review of the packages. So Michael, what packages are available? How can I start? How can I begin? There's two ways to actually start. One way is to actually register an account for free, in which case you don't have to buy any packages. You can register for free and you can start to save in gold every month. You would have heard Howard Olson speak about the importance of saving in gold, and the Karat Bars gives that option for persons, which is the core. There is no mandatory requirement to purchase a package in Karat Bars. You can simply sign up and start to save. But because of how economies are around the world, if you can get an extra stream of income, why not? You can simply purchase one of these packages, and you can, once you purchase one of these packages and you tell others about it, you become basically an affiliate of the company, and you will get paid, as I spoke about, every Friday. Once we get a certain number of persons on, once other people get to save, basically, imagine that they save. They're not losing their money. They're converting their asset from one form to another, from paper to gold, and you get a commission by them doing that. Nobody loses, everybody wins. All right? So you actually get rewarded by helping other people to save. Amazing. And we have different forms of assets now. You would say we have the classic packages, the business packages, the bronze, gold, silver, and VIP. Each of these, except for bronze, you get some classic gold included. Classic gold is the most premium form of gold that you can find. It has all the security features. It's encased in a matte format. It has infrared protection where you can actually get infrared security markings, a couple other things in there. A typical other form of gold is the kidney bar, as it's called, a UBS kidney bar. You can do your research on that, which is typically around 80 euros or more for 1 gram, whereas the Karat bar, the classic Karat bar, is roughly about 60 or 70 euro, depending on the price of gold. So yes, you can get that included in your package as well. And we have the prices for the packages here as well too, from 178 euros for the bronze up to 35.89 for the VIP. We also have cash gold machines, exchange machines, which are currently not available for purchase. These are the machines that would allow persons, that merchants can purchase to have persons obtain cash gold from their premises. We also have the IP packages, which would help persons to participate in incentives, which we're going to talk about. And our main package offerings right now too, in addition to the business, are the multi-packages, which would allow persons to earn not just in cash. We also can earn in what we call exclusive points, or e-points, where based on the package you have and other persons in your team purchasing packages similar to yours or below, you will earn e-points from your personal purchase as well as their purchases, right? You have, for example, multi-package 1, you get 240 e-points. Multi-package 2, 485. And you can read, you can see the others, you can take a screenshot if you need to. All up the way to multi-package 7, you get 7,400. Michael, what are these e-points? What can I do with these e-points? Simple. You can redeem these e-points for products. Just as how you can redeem points if you are on Expedia, if you are in some stores, Massy stores, and a couple other places, you earn points when you do purchases, right? You could put, in these cases, you purchase packages, you get points with them. With every purchase you make, you get more points. And you can redeem these points for phones. A phone, for example, one of the impulse phones is about 5,000 e-points. The laptop is about 7,500 e-points, I think. And also we would have other products and services. We can actually exchange or redeem these e-points for the Karat Gold coin, the KBC, as well as for Cash Gold. And even for multi-package one, you would notice multi-package one, there's no dual team status associated with it. You don't get the status of bronze silver, which means you will not get any earnings in terms of cash. But you get e-points if other people purchase the same multi-package one. And once you get these e-points and you convert them to cash gold, you can actually purchase packages for them. What are the costs for packages in gold? Well, you have them here listed. We have units generated. We have cost. The cost in UNV, this is the cost in cash gold. For example, 16 cash gold or 1.6 grams of cash gold can purchase you a multi-package one. 30 will purchase you multi-package number 2, and so on. You will learn how to purchase packages with gold once you register with the system. The key thing is to know what your budget level is like. Can you afford a 4,500 VIP package or the 3,050? Notice it's less than the business VIP, 3,500. And with these higher packages, you earn in e-points, and you still earn in euros. And when you earn a certain amount of euros, you also earn classic gold as well. You earn in gold, e-points, cash gold. Yes, you actually earn cash gold when people make purchases as well, when you have one of these higher packages, right? And you have all of these options available to you, right? So you basically get in where you fit in. When you enter the system, especially if you purchase in multi-packages, you enter the Karat system, which is an asset building system. You will actually build your assets in gold, crypto, and e-points, which of course can be redeemed for gold or crypto or other products. And you also get to keep your privacy, which is what you get with the phone and the laptop, all right? We have an incentive that's taking place for persons who may have been in the company from before and you have packages already. Well, Michael, do I have to purchase another package to earn from other people who do so? Well, there is an incentive where you could actually win a package, a multi-package, without having you having to take out any additional funds from your pocket. Once you help other team members to come on board and do the same, okay? We have the Freedom Celebration, which, as stated before, is on the 3rd of May. And we have an incentive that started on the 15th of February, and is continuing until the 31st of March at midnight German time. That would be around 6 p.m. Eastern time or 7 p.m. Trinidad time. So take a careful note of that. And in fact, we would recommend that if you want to achieve any of these incentive levels, you try to achieve achieve your qualifications by the 30th of March to make sure, right? Because you know when the last day comes, there can be a rush of servers. Basically, what is the incentive all about? Every package that you see listed on this page here, every item, when purchased by your team members, generates a certain number of IPs. IP stands for incentive points, not to be confused with exclusive points that we stated before. 1 gram of gold will be 2 IPs, 5 gram will be 7 IPs, a WIM laptop with 185 IPs, and so on. And the more IPs, this is how much it is, this is the volume that is generated. So if you, for example, were to sell 2 of the bronze business packages, each of these would be 15 IPs. So if you sold 2, that means you would have accumulated 30 IPs. The more of these items that are sold by your direct, this is not from your team fully, this is not your like a dual team or 3 and 4 and 5 levels down. These are from personal sales. When you have persons who personally purchase, if somebody purchases, say, 3 of the multi-package number 2s, that you would actually accumulate 45 e-points and so on. If somebody purchases 2 of the multi-package 4s, you would have accumulated 100 IPs. So the more IPs that you earn, of course, based on the more personal sales that you make, you would qualify for different prizes. What are these prizes? Well, here they are. If you can get 50 IPs in personal sales, you will win a multi-package number 2. If you make 100 IPs in personal sales, you get a multi-package number 3. Of course, that will include the status of bronze, and you'll also get e-points and whatever comes along with it, right? What comes with the multi-pack. If you make 200 IPs in personal sales, you'll get a multi-package 4, which is a silver status, right? And you see the list here. In fact, this is a nice screen that you can screenshot. This is a summary of all of the incentives that you can win, that you can qualify for during this incentive. If you want to get a VIP status, you need to accumulate at least 650 IPs. How can I get 650 IPs, Mike? Let's take a quick look back. If you sell, for example, one CM machine, of course, you would have already crossed the 650 to get a VIP. Or if you sell, if you get a multi-package 6 and a 7 sold, you will get that. So basically, you can simply look at this table to see what are the IP value or worth for each of these packages or items that are sold. And then you can know what you can qualify for. If, for example, you find that, hey, you have 45, you've reached 45 IPs and it's getting close to the 30th of March, you want to qualify for something and you have 45, you can simply sell a multi-package number 1, or if somebody were to purchase a 5-gram plastic gold card, boom, you're there, you're in, and you qualify, right? So there's a list. These are the incentives that you can win. So of course, you're encouraged to look at those packages and to, of course, to win your own multi-packs and also participate in the company's incentives and all of the other assets that are currently available. One of the things I also wanted to do, of course, as we're talking about that freedom incentive, is to get an idea of how many people have been able to win an incentive thus far. Let's take a quick look. To learn where you are or if you have qualified at all, one of the things you can do is simply to log into your back office. Excuse me here. Log into your back office, Karat bars, username, put in your password, you log in. And what you simply do is at the bottom of the page, you'll see a couple buttons. One of them says Las Vegas 2020. Click on that. And the system will generate a report that will be accurate up to the point in time you hit that button. This report will list all of the incentives that one has qualified for thus far. And you would see the username and the country that they are from. And you can easily scroll down. Right now, it's 15 pages. Wow, I just checked an hour ago and it was 14 pages. So 15 pages of winners so far. Actually, first page is more instructions and information. So you can see 14 pages of winners. So I can scroll down and look for your username or country, or you can do a quick search. How to do a quick search, Michael? Do Control on the keyboard, Control on F, and you can type in the country name. Let's say Trinidad. As I said, I'm based in Trinidad. So let's see. Wow, we have 3 persons from Trinidad who have qualified in the Las Vegas incentive thus far. We have Alan Lee Ben, then I could go down to the next one. We have N. Carmody, also from Trinidad and Tobago. Congrats to you, Latrice. And then we can go to the next one, and we also have here, we have Josh Peters, but he is on page number 12. What did he qualify for? He qualified for a multi-package number 4. This is amazing. Congratulations to you, Josh Peters. If you want to look for your particular name, of course, you can also just type it in there. I'll type in my username. Computer, oh, there's nothing with the word computer in it, so I'm not there as yet. But if I were to put an N Comedy, there it is, 1 entry. So you can actually search for your username within this list by pressing Control F when the incentive reports are generated, and you can see. Let's see if there's anyone from the Bahamas. All right, we have 10 persons from the Bahamas that has qualified so far. Anyone from Barbados? B-R-B-A-D-O-S. Nope, nobody from Barbados has appeared on the leaderboard as yet, but there's still time. We haven't even entered the month of March as yet. Let's make it happen, folks. Jamaica, are you there? Jamaica's not there. Bermuda. Bermuda's not there yet either. Of course, who will be there? Of course, we have the United States of America. Let's say United States. We have 189 winners from the United States. So congrats to all of you from the United States so far. Canada. We have 42 persons from Canada. That's also, that's a number that is increasing. I also see on the side here, we have United Kingdom and Malta and Spain and so on. Congrats to every one of you. And as we continue to proceed, let us work together, team, to make this leaderboard. We want to make it here. We want to make it up to Las Vegas. In fact, one of the prizes that I had that was on the slide, which you didn't really see closely, is this. Among the prizes that persons can win is not only to get these multi-packages, but you can win VIP tickets to the event from 1650 personal sales in 1650 IPs. You can qualify for 2 VIP tickets to the event, and you can win your own seat, pay 1 impulse phone as well. And the higher the amount of IPs between now and the 30th of March that you can generate, you will win not only with those VIP tickets and the phone, but you'll also get traveling allowance to help cover your stay. In fact, the last two is very interesting. You don't even have to go up to 1650. If you can reach 1,000 IPs in personal sales, but you have 20 persons on one leg and 40 persons on another leg who have each earned, all of those persons would have crossed 580 personal incentive points in their sales, you will actually win these tickets as well. 2 VIP tickets, impulse phone, and 1,500 traveling allowance. Could either be 1,500 personal and 20 and 40, or you can get 1,500 personal once you have 15 on one leg and 30 on another leg. So you notice it's less people on the various legs, the 2 legs, that would have earned 580 IPs and above, right? So that is awesome. So that is a quick tip and trick on that. And one of the things I did promise on the call tonight would be to show persons how to create their very own personalized specialty card. Now, among the different things that you can obtain with card bars would be what we call these specialty cards. We spoke about what the Pope and other persons have been able to get, right? Let's take a quick look at the anniversary cards, for example. You have some special cards in here, right? You have anniversary cards, I love you, flower, happy anniversary. Some of these you say, wow, these are really pretty. We have some for Christmas, right? And of course we have Easter will be coming up soon. For those who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. You can give these as gifts. Okay. We also have sports cards. Where are the sports cards? Oh, don't tell me the sports cards have been removed. I will be looking for those. Okay, well, let's take a quick look at create your own card. We have affiliate branding cards. If you look at affiliate branding cards, you would see cards that different people have created for their own. Symbol New Beginning, Elephants of Tanzania, charity gift card, congratulations on passing a driving test. You'd see one by the mixed martial arts fighter, right? We have a couple others. You could go to the page 2. We have a 75th anniversary D-Day, affiliate branding card, gift of love, I love you, and so on. Wealth Builders Worldwide has their own customized card. But Michael, if they can do it, I want to have my own customized card for my team. How do I do it? Well, here's what you do. There's 2 ways actually. One way is to purchase your own branding card. As you can see here, basically the steps. You come, you place an order for this, which is 592 euros. Okay. You would order the card, you create the layout, with pictures, logos, text. Basically, you create your own layout, how would you would like the front and the back to be, and then you place your order, and you send your ideas over to brandoncards@karatbars.com after you place the order. If you wanted the gold to be placed in a particular spot, for example, you're standing, but one person may have their foot up on a chair, and instead of the chair, you want the gram of gold to be there. It's up to your creative devices, right? And the company would do a design and send it to you. Based on the ideas, the design team will create the card, a draft, send it to you to preview, and you can make recommendations for edits. That process can go back up to 3 times. After the 3rd time, or until you say, listen, I'm fine with that, that first shot is great, let's go with it, company will publish that affiliate branding card in the back office. And anybody from around the world, wherever they may be, can order that card, and they will see it just as how you saw the Well Builders Worldwide, I Love You, and these other cards here. They will see your card listed here, and they can purchase as much as they want. Michael, 592 euros is a little bit steep for me. How about if I just want to create a card to give as a gift to someone? Well, that's very easy as well. You come to create your own card. Create your own card. Click on that. And you can see that you can get one Brandon card. Instead of 592, it's simply 92 euros. You can do 92 euros for one. You can do it for your parents, may reach their 50th anniversary, their 75th wedding anniversary. Somebody may turn a centenarian. Somebody may have employee of the month, as the case may be. Something special. A child has turned 18, or stuff like that. You can create either single Brandon card, it's 92, or you can get them in batches. You can get 10 of them for 820, 25 of them for 1925, 50 of them for 3750, or 250 minimum at 18250. So you can see they're arranged for different purposes. And of course, to get the designs is basically the similar process. You order the card, you send in the design that you want, and of course, you interact with them. You tell them, yes, I like this, no, make that change, and so on. And then they will deliver this to you via FedEx. That's the difference with this approach than the other one with the affiliate branding card. So if you want to create a card for your team, and you have like, let's say, 5 persons, you want to give it to some 5 persons or 4 persons, you may want to just, and you don't need this to really go around internationally. It's just something personal for a friend, for a family member. You can create a card like this, and you can have it made customized for them. Someone's wedding as a wedding gift, for example. You're not going to put that on as an affiliate branding card. You just want to create your own card and create a congratulations on your wedding or whatever the case may be, and give it to them. But if you have a sports team, or you have a team or other organization or association, or you want to create a team for them, you'd want to do it, create a branding card way. In which case, as you would notice, once you cross 10, it's more feasible to do an affiliate branding card, and you pay the 592 euros. In fact, you can display one of them right here by clicking, changing the display up to 40. And you would pay 592 instead of having to pay the 800 or the 10,000 and so on. You can just create an affiliate branding card for them to use, which is simply this one here, 592 euros, and persons can order as much as they want. So that would basically cover what I wanted to share with you tonight, a little update on the incentive plan and the Las Vegas incentive, how to win it, and also how to create your own affiliate branding card. Thank you very much, folks. I would like to know at this time, anyone who would be, who has any comments or have anything to share. Let me know. You can raise your hand, or you can type in something in the chat, and I will respond. Okay, for those who are listening on recording, I'm going to stop the recording right now. Thank you for joining the Karat Tips and Tricks session for tonight, 28th of February 2020.